Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Attacker Productions. Today I'm Bankrupt, joined once again by Jimmy, Nick, and like always, Fluff.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy. What's up, beautiful people?
In today's matchup, we got both me and Nick back on camera. I'm playing Drip Crew while Nick is playing Game of 1 and Game of 2. Yeah, you saw these decks kind of playing earlier, mine not as much, but hey, let's see how today's matchup works out.
No.
No? Alright, the end. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time. So we kind of already talked a little bit about both these decks. What was your mindset going up against a more unison heavy deck?
I've done a lot of testing with Drip Coup. I've wanted to build it myself because I really like what it does. But I wasn't too worried per se. Because I do run a lot of floodgates that can still mess with your swings. And my battle cards can put in a lot of pressure on your turn, or my turn, so I wasn't too worried about it. I mean, I don't get the full effect of bottom decking cards because you don't run too many battle cards, but it is what it is.
And I don't get time to do testing, so I just had the broad idea that you're going to play androids and use your energy as a hand source.
That is correct.
Oh, you could test. You just choose to use that time to play Dead by Daylight.
Or work on videos.
Or play Dead by Daylight.
Bancroft, we all know you don't put a lot of time in these videos, bro.
I put in the correct amount of
How
time.
how many times have we seen you put green, yellow, or green, blue cell and mark it as yellow, green? How many fucking times have we seen that these past
There
few
is
weeks?
no
It
proof
takes
of
a
that
lot
anywhere.
of time making those scouters. Leave 'em
So,
alone.
this was a very interesting hand. I'd actually opened up like 2 or 3 of those Piccolos, and on the Goku swing, I saw another Piccolo, and that was the only unison I could take.
The what? The what swing?
Goku swing.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you.
Because you can take a life, then you play 1-cost unison from the top 5 of your deck. I was hoping to just see the Vegeta so I could play the Vegeta and then turn around, do the +1, then pay 1 for Piccolo, get the 2 draws right off the bat. But I just saw like 3 Piccolos, and I was like, this is stupid.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. My first match, if you guys haven't seen that earlier, it came out earlier in the week. It was I didn't get a lot of play, and this is probably the second time I got a chance to play this deck. And with this kind of start, I was like, I'm not in a good place. But I think I did finally get a Vegeta now, either from the life or from the draw.
Like the Ralph Wiggum meme. Hey, I'm in danger.
Yeah, that's Simpsons, right? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see a little bit of the glare in my energy. I do have the Bad Omen on the board turn 1. Essentially, what that tells the opponent is you're playing with 1 less life, which it's kind of a really good fake out because it makes your opponent play a lot more defensively, so they waste a lot of resources. And even still, just it being there is enough for it to do its job.
It's kind of like a countdown for me. Like if I get down to a certain like life and I don't have the right cards in my hand, I'm screwed.
Exactly.
And I can't remember what we were talking about there. Could have just been talking about the unison interactions or something.
Yeah, you were learning what my Android 17 and 18 Unison do. You were asking like if it's any swing or on both players' turn, and yeah, it checks the player attack, not certain card attacks. So on both the player's turn and the opponent's turn, any attack will add a marker to it and make a free combo. So it's like the Vados Unison and Whis for that aspect, where you get a combo off of Unison, which you don't see too often, so it's a really powerful effect.
I think it was one of those things where I chose to swing towards your leader for the auto, and then I'll turn around and swing towards the unison right afterwards. I think that's what I did a lot too.
Yeah, you focus pretty heavily on it, which at the end of the day, I just need the Unison to awaken, so I don't really care too much if it goes away. It's just a really nice defensive piece on the opening turn, but
I think
it can provide good pressure.
I think the mindset was I can get a lot of swings in, and if I can just cut that unison down when I'm ready to go off, I should be like, you're not getting the resources from it, and I should be ready when I want to go off. And if I'm not swinging to your unison when you're ready to go, it's more of a threat.
Probably what it was is you heard Jimmy and I's gameplay a little bit earlier, and you were like, "Oh, he's gonna play God Sealing."
Yeah, exactly. That was the biggest threat of all my unisons I'm playing.
God, what an idiot!
I was fucking terrified of God Sealing. Not gonna lie.
So I did awaken. I feel like I'm gonna pass. Do I end up paying the 1 energy for something?
I can't remember. I think you go into another Piccolo, if I'm not mistaken.
Just get the extra draw?
But, yeah, because I know when we talked about it, you said you saw almost all 4 of them in these first 2 turns. Yeah, because you're asking what you played just to make sure you got the draws right.
Yeah, because it's a limit 1 on the draw. Yes.
Yeah, but those 3 unisons, Super Saiyan, Yamcha, Piccolo, and Vegeta are fantastic. They're great draw pieces.
Yeah, because I did choose to do the +1 in Yamcha instead of the draw, I think, just because I wanted to do the marker damage. I think. We just saw it now.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to what I did, unfortunately. So here, this is very interesting because this is confirmed in the Q&A. The way it's phrased that you attempt to play a card, I open up counter up window, and you're like, you know what, I'm good. It's kind of like it was like, I guess for example, swapping almost. You're like, all right, I'm paying, I'm bringing this back to my hand. It's a card coming and play good. Oh, okay, counterplay.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh no, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's essentially like activating main and playing a battle card from your deck. Something along those lines. Your opponent has to counterplay and counter window 1 blindly. So you can choose, if you tap to pay the cost, you can technically choose not to pay it. So it's more or less a waste of the counterplay for him.
That was really good because that ends up popping the card or bottom decking card, so I can't use it.
Yeah. And then I was able to get the dual attacker on board, but with the leader auto, whenever you play a battle card from your energy, you take the top card of your deck and place it in your energy. In this case, I hit a non-android, I hit a counterattack, and since I don't have 3 androids in the energy, I don't get to draw at the end of the turn. So that's probably one of the biggest setbacks of the deck, one of the biggest balancing points. Is in order to get the effect of getting 3 energy back, you have to have 3 blue androids to pick back up. So it can make your turn 3s kind of weird. So I've done a couple tweaks to the deck since to make sure I have a better turn 3 play, because it's kind of risky just straight playing an energy or playing a card from the energy and missing.
Yeah, because I think when you made that pass, and I was like, you're like, I can't. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. And you missed out on a draw for that too, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, so not being able to draw kind of sucked.
And as you can see here, I pretty much have almost a third of my deck already.
Yeah, and since I'm tapped out in blue, you kind of have free reign to do whatever you want.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because you only got 2 cards in your, I think two or 3 cards in your drops. You can't even activate Dimension Match right now. And this is just another turn I feel like I'm just going to go heavily into your unison, so that way on your next turn you're not getting those resources like I mentioned earlier, and I'm able to potentially get rid of a threat.
Yeah, exactly.
I do choose to go for the leader swing just because you're getting the combo out of the way. I don't feel like, I have a lot of cards, I just don't feel like comboing them off. Kind of want to hang on to them. And
you are at 2 life now, which is, in my testing, is kind of uncomfortable for Goku. How did it feel being hit with so much aggression that early?
It felt uncomfortable. That's the best way to put it. So I have not seen the 3-drop SS2 Gohan yet, and so I did play this 1-drop as a way to just kind of search for it, because I think it searched up, I think, unison specific cost of 3 or less. And if I'm correct,
and then it can also It can also grab Saiyans too, so you have a good amount of options to pick.
So I just picked my 4th Piccolo.
Pretty good.
Well, sure.
Yeah, he's like green or some shit. Like, that's pretty good. Like, green's best color in the game. He's green, so he's on a card, and it's easy, right?
Well, he's kind of yellowish, so I think he's the Piccolo from the new movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. The whitewash Piccolo, is that what we're talking about?
Yo! Piccolo's not corporate America? What are you talking about?
Y'all motherfuckers gonna see that new movie?
Yeah, it comes out in the States August 12th, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy. Who the fuck likes Dragon Ball?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Fucking nerds.
If you like Dragon Ball, let us know in the comments below.
So here I decide to actually use the draw this time, which is a 0 marker boost, and just super combo up. Just to get more, just get more variety in my hand, put away a card I don't need. And I'm just here trying, like I said, I'm just trying to knock that unison out of the way, so that way, on Nick's crackback, I should be good. Even though I did tap out for this.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I was cool with it. It kept my life pretty high, so I felt pretty safe.
I don't know, but your resources, I feel like, are a little bit low right now, though.
No, I actually had the fattest hand ever. See, what I'm doing here is I do have the capabilities of going into Bad Omen, so I make the silly little misplay. Just let's see if he can out combo me.
Yeah, and I knew that was a threat.
I just get rid of everything.
Yeah, and like I said, I knew that was a potential threat there. I can't remember exactly the number you go up to.
Let's see. We got 15, 25, 35, 40, 50, 60. I go to 65. So, even if you are able to get out of it, you do lose a good amount of your hand. And I know there's a lot of unison cards the deck plays, so it can get kind of clunky. So I was kind of banking on you to have more clunk than combo power.
And I think here I'm gonna activate the Spirit Boost. I'm figuring out the best what to burn from my hand and what to use Spirit Boost wise. You don't have to take all the markers; you just take up to what you need. And for each marker you take away, it's I think 5k boost, and that's a once per turn thing. So pretty much, if Nick had anything else he could play here, my hand is definitely hit. I can't rely on the Goku play, but I do have another blocker. Or a counterplay for the card you were trying to play.
Yeah.
So now I'm down to 5 cards in hand.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm at 6 life. I don't gotta worry. There's not really much he can do to me. I'll get a lot of cards from my hand. I'll be fine. It won't be anything. Boy, little did I know.
If I had a nickel for every time I felt that way.
Well, I mean, how many people are at 6 life and like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna die? Not too many. That normally doesn't happen.
So there are a few different plays here that I can't go into. I don't know if I have enough. I might have enough uses to use the leader's ability if I want to get that double strike out of the way. It does take 2 energy. Here, I do the +1, and I'm thinking I'm asking about certain card effects. Just make sure. I'm not sure why I point to Bad Omen, but
You just like the card. Easy enough.
so here I'm gonna start kind of poking at your leader. I knew you were gonna take the first couple hits because, like I said, like you mentioned earlier, you did combo a shit ton of cards that last turn.
Well, I comboed everything. I didn't have a hand.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't have a hand. 'Cause I remember asking about that too. Yes. So here,
Yeah, I just sat there with my arms crossed, and you were like, cards in hand? I was like, bro, look at me.
So here I'm just kind of like doing the pokes. And I had an option here, and I chose to go with the play that I think caught you off guard.
What could it be?
I don't know. You have 2 cards in hand, I think.
I think you're screaming here. It might be next episode when we see it.
Oh, so well, how's it go? Next time on Dragon. All right, so we got the mirror unison with the empowered 4, I think it is.
Sounds right.
And I do the minus 4 on it, so now it's like a dual attack, double strike, 40k, and I tap 2 of your energy down.
Yeah, the energy didn't really matter because I only had 2 cards in hand, but I wasn't expecting the Mirror Seeker. I don't know. It's the best Seeker to play in the deck because you're very unison heavy. You're going to get the Empower, but I wasn't expecting it to come out that soon.
Yeah, and my other play was the Dragon Fist Goku. But I was like, if I can't make it on that one, with I think it's only 25k, you could combo with the last attack. I'm like, I just gotta go for the 40k, and if I don't get it, then Nick, you got it, you know?
If only.
So, with that being said, thank you all for tuning in today's video. Keep my buttons down below and on the screen while Fluff does the outro.
Another really cool game, Dripku, coming from behind to snail the win. So, as always, read your cards, know your plays. Let us make the mistakes so that you don't have to, and fluff out, people.